Welcome to Sorry I'm a Bitch. I'm your host, Kaylee.
And I'm Hannah.
And today we are telling you all about our ins and outs for 2025.
We were just talking about one of yours, which has to do with your kitchen remodel. Tell me why it's been so difficult to make a decision.
Yeah, it's been so difficult. So one of my ins is buying an old home and making it look older. And we bought an old home. Our home was built in 1910. So the person who owned it before us really liked the modern lighting look and the gray on gray on gray. When we toured it, we made a joke about it being the 50 Shades of Grey house. But it's a beautiful yellow home on the outside. And then you come inside and it's just like gray. And it just doesn't fit, and the modern lights don't fit. So we're redoing our kitchen, and my problem is making it a timeless kitchen that I'm not going to want to renovate within the next 20 years, and also making it kind of taking it back into time, which is
Sure.
it's hard because I had this vision in my mind what the house looked like. Our choices that we've had, it's like overwhelming. We did get all new lights for the house, and then we're wanting to paint, and that's another thing. You're like, do you go with something that is palatable for the masses or something you really love? So hard because it's so expensive.
But it's your house.
I know.
So you're in it the most.
I know.
Do what you want to do.
I know.
Fuck everyone else.
I know. And I really love pinks. I like moody colors, but I like them to be moody in the way of like Sulking Room Pink by Fairwind Ball is a really beautiful moody color that's not dark. Because I have a very small galley kitchen, so if I put any dark in it, it's just going to like
Make it
shrink
smaller.
it. Yeah. So that's been my problem. Okay, well, let's get into the rest of I hate to tell you, this goddamn cat's back on the table. I'm so sick of this cat. Get. Okay, so we'll go into the rest of my ins.
Yes.
My number one in, I think, for really life in general is a soft girl life. Well, I used to have a job and it would just stress me out. And then I just felt like I was constantly doing things and going. And now I have a soft girl life where I just, I just live. I'm not worried about anything.
Yeah.
I go for a walk and that's my thing.
I'm going to write this down.
Yeah, I no longer shame myself for just chilling on the couch. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
okay, babe, my computer lives a soft girl life too. But like, I just live life like a cat, I just like, I lay and look pretty, and I drop Lydia off at school. I'm going to go get a Caesar salad and a glass of wine.
Yeah.
It's 9 a.m.
That might also be alcoholism, but I'm kidding.
It could be something else. I could get a lemonade.
I'm gonna go chug a bottle of vodka.
Chug a bottle and then drive to pick up my daughter. No.
I approve of soft girl life. I had a soft girl moment the other night. I've been working nonstop, and I'm like, you know what, Hannah, you're gonna take your Friday night and you're just gonna be a soft girl. I like this.
Yeah, soft girl life. Booking a concert in another country. So it's kind of like a two birds, one stone type thing. I feel like concerts nowadays have gotten so expensive. My neighbors and I were looking at Taylor Swift tickets last year, and they were an insane price to the point where I was like, I might as well book a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
And like see her cheaper in another country. We were going to see Nothing But Thieves in 2020 in Ireland, and obviously that didn't happen because of COVID. We're finally about to see them in 2 weeks. My next one is girlhood. It's in treating your friends like they're your family, because that's what it feels like. Checking in on your girls. Like my friend Lucy will just randomly send me little hearts. What happened? What's going on? Tell me everything. And I just like immediately know that if she's thinking about me enough to send me little hearts, that there's something up. She like needs me in that moment, but can't talk about it. Aww. So I'm like, why? What's going on? And then like 2 days later, she'll be like, I'm swamped at work. And I'm like, bitch, I was scared the whole time. Little 3 fucking hearts. Now I'm having a heart attack. The next one is complimenting strangers. I know.
Yes.
Complimenting strangers. I one time at Kirby Lane in Austin, I was pregnant, like pretty pregnant, and I just felt like crap. And I felt like I looked like shit. This woman came up to me and she was like, I just have to tell you, you are glowing. And I was
You,
like,
as a pregnant woman, were very glowy. I gotta say.
God,
Yeah.
yes.
And as a non-pregnant woman, you're just a glowy human.
Aw. Well, it was very nice that this random lady just decided to like come up and tell me. It was
Yeah.
very sweet. It made my whole day and I
Aw.
still remember it. Yep.
It's so nice.
It is nice. So the other one is reading is always in. I'm on my 77th book of the year. It's always in, right? I know. Goodreads and long distance book clubs. So a friend of mine, she lives in Philadelphia and she will go through my Goodreads. I'll go through her Goodreads and then we'll like read books and then we'll send a text message to each other and be like, all right, I've finished blank insert book. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I need time to do that. Where does that time?
Download the Libby app and just listen to audiobooks.
Okay, I need to join a book club.
Yeah. Join a book club.
My book club would hate me because I would try to read and then I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you can do the audiobook.
That's true.
Audiobooks are reading. Yes, that is also in. Audiobooks are reading. So there was a librarian on TikTok that was like, audiobooks are reading. Any way that you consume a book, you are consuming that book.
I suppose.
Like, do blind people just not read?
They
Like,
have
would you
Braille.
say, huh? No,
Braille.
I know, but like they're not reading
True.
the whole fucking book by Braille. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
they're doing audiobooks.
They're probably doing audiobooks, so you can't be like, you've never read a book. Like audiobooks are books.
True.
Stop
That's a
being
really good
ableist.
point. Yeah, that's a really great point. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check out some audiobooks.
Check out audiobooks and go on my Goodreads, and I've got a whole bunch of books on there that you can have some recs.
I'm writing down Goodreads.
There you
Kaylee's
go.
Goodreads.
Goodreads and the Libby app is a great one. So and then you can get a library card, put your library card in there, and they're free. The next one is letting people be excited about shit. I feel like I see a lot where people will be like really excited about something and or like know a lot about something and people like shit on it. Like even like directly to their face, you know.
Yeah.
Let people be excited about shit. Let people like the artists that they like. And astrology girls, I love astrology girls. And I feel like they get such a shitty rap. Like if you're at a party and someone's like, you're a Leo, and then they want to talk about that, I'm like, let's talk about it. You know a lot about this. This is interesting.
Yeah.
But I do see a lot of people like, oh, no, not astrology. I'm like, chill.
It's funny that you say that because in my outs, I was debating putting astrology.
In your outs?
In my outs. It is fun.
It's
but
fun.
I don't live my life by it.
No. I do, however, Zach and I at the end of every year look at our Chinese zodiac for the next year. And it is spot on, kind of like creepily around.
I'm going to try to not shit on astrology people. That's all I'm trying to do right now.
I think it's just fun.
It is fun.
It's fun. Okay, my next
But
one.
what if you're basing your whole life off of it?
Then base your whole life off of it. What are you doing? You're not hurting anybody.
I guess.
Unless that fucking horoscope says, hey, go fucking shoot up a parking lot.
People.
Run people over. Yeah. Another one is a filthy sense of humor or self-deprecating humor. I'm like, you're a funny bitch.
Yeah.
If it's humorous,
there's a difference between hitting a good joke versus complaining about yourself. There's a difference.
Okay, this one's my favorite. Moving to Midwest cities and making them cool. I think that we need to stop only moving to cool cities because I think we get disappointed. We move to these cool cities because they're cool, and then we get there and they're hyped, and then you're disappointed. Like I can't even tell you how many people move to Austin and then we're disappointed, and I'm like, you thought the cool would just like come to you.
I blame the tech bros, honestly.
Oh,
I blame tech companies for moving into cool, weird cities.
Yeah.
Raising the rent prices. All the cool artists and musicians can't afford it anymore, so they leave.
Exactly.
And then they move to Indianapolis.
So yeah. I think
or
we should.
Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Do you not like Albuquerque?
No.
Albuquerque's really weird and cool.
It's weird. It's not my thing.
Weird and cool. Yeah. Santa Fe, weird and cool.
No, I like Santa Fe more than Albuquerque.
Santa Fe's like a crafty middle-aged woman city. That's all of us. We all have a crafty lady inside of us.
Yes. I also think that goes into keeping remote work. I don't think we need to have all of these office buildings. First of all, it's making our cities look like shit. Tear all the office buildings down or keep them, make them housing. We need to work from home. That goes into the soft girl life. We need to normalize that. That gets people off the roads. It helps with carbon footprints. Let's do that. And then more people can move to Midwest cities and make them cool. Chicago's already cool. So, whatever. But like, I feel like Midwest cities are on the up and up. Like, they're affordable. There's stuff to do here. Indianapolis is fun and the people are kind. That's another thing, though. If you're going to move to Indianapolis, you have to have the Hoosier hospitality. Don't be coming here with your mean ass bullshit and your mean mugging. We wave, we say hi, we talk, and we compliment you when you're in the grocery line. So if you're going to come here, be kind. But like, and I mean like sickly sweet, because that's how we are. And we're not fake. We're not, Southern people, fake nice, not here.
When I was in your neighborhood going for a walk, everyone said hi to me.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone, every single person that was outside said hello to me. And I was like, this is so great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I have a neighborhood where we'll have a group text and I'll text and I'll be like, does anybody have a stick of butter? For some reason I don't. And I'll have multiple people be like, I got butter.
And someone is actually churning their own butter in their front yard.
Yeah, right. We need to make these cities cool again. We need it. Well, I don't think they're ever were, but like, come on, let's do it. Okay, the other one is, getting to know your neighbors, having decor competitions with your neighbors, and house parties. These three things go into it. Yeah.
I see your Halloween fall decor
you see
back
this
there.
Shit? Decorating for the holidays, getting to know your neighbors, and then house parties. Because if you get to know your neighbors and you're having house parties with your neighbors, no one's driving. Yeah. Everyone's walking home. Everyone's being safe. And it's great. It's fun.
We love a round robin party. We love a block party. Oh,
yes.
The best.
Yep. I think I've been telling too many jokes about swinging with my neighbors, and I actually think they think I'm down. To my neighbors,
they definitely want you to be down.
To my neighbors, some of you maybe, but not all of you.
Some of you are fuckable.
Just put in my mailbox like a check yes or no box, and I'll check yes or no on all of you. Then that way I can kind of, write your name at the top and your house number. And then, and I'll check yes or no. Slide it in my mailbox.
I gotta ask though, if you're swinging, who's Zach fucking? Or is he just like sitting in the corner watching?
No. Zach can have fun too. I'm not going to hoard the fun.
Do you have a cuck chair? I told Steve that if I died, he needs to set up a cuck chair in the corner for when he has a new partner, and my ghost will just sit in the cuck chair, and he has to tell his new partner, Hannah's here.
That's how you want to spend your eternity? Watching Steve just dick down?
Haunting him.
You'd haunt him?
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't haunt Zach?
No, I'd go somewhere fun, like fucking Sleepy Hollow. I'd be making out with the Headless Horseman.
How do you make out with the Headless Horseman?
I'd figure it out. I'd make him turn that shit upside down. We'd be Spider-Man kissing.
Oh. I feel like
the Headless Horseman's a little freaky. I've always thought this. I've always had this feeling. I think the Headless Horseman's a fucking freak. And I think he wants me there. How did we get there? Anyways, so the next one is being a hype man.
Yes.
Specifically, like being a hype man for your friends for sure, but specifically for your partner. I feel like if you aren't the hypest hype man for your partner, like Zach, the other day, he was like, I think I want to start running again. I'm like, get it. Do that shit. I love that for you. And then he was like, I don't think I want to run. I'm like, don't run. Running. Who wants to do that?
Fuck running.
No, let's stay here, have the soft girl life with me. And then the next day he's like, no, I'm gonna get out there and run. I'm like, yes, babe, do your thing. What's a long run? A mile? Run a No?
Just run a mile. I like to run a mile.
Run
It's 10
5
minutes.
blocks. Do you
10 minutes.
You know?
Is he running now?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
I recently started running in the last few months, and I run twice a week. I run a mile each time.
Damn.
And so 2 miles a week feels great. I'm like, Hannah, you're going to run for 10 minutes and you're not going to stop.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. But I'll tell you why I can't do it. I don't think I know how to run.
If you had to run for your life, you would run.
No, I'd be dead.
If you needed to save Lydia, if you were traveling with Lydia and you were on an island, a beautiful tropical island, and a fucking massive wave is coming, you would scoop that little girl up and you would run for your life.
But do you know what's even more important? I wouldn't have her that close to the ocean because I have anxiety. Postpartum never left me, baby. Postpartum never left me. But yeah, be a hype man. I love this shit.
What's the point of being in a relationship if you aren't each other's hype man?
No, yeah, get out of that shit. Like, I think what's also really cool is like just loving your partner, just like, oh, like you're my person. And if you're not like that, then like get out.
Yeah.
Scram. All right. Well, that's my ins.
I love those ins. You have a lot of ins.
You have a lot of everything. I'm so sorry. You have like 5 things, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm a yapper.
My ins. Okay, so one of my ins is based off of our episode about gossip. Positive gossip.
Yeah.
Talking positively behind people's backs.
I love that.
Yeah, I think if you can talk shit, you should also, boost people up. Because it's not black and white. Like there's a gray area for everything. So just be nice. Be kind.
Yeah, I love that.
My second one is, and this one I feel very strongly about, it's bands that are also the primary producers for their music. So a lot of artists will work with, especially in the pop industry, a pop artist will work with like 40 different producers on their album. And that's cool. I think that's great. Do what you're going to do. But I really love bands who one of the band members produces all their music for them, or the band altogether produces it. My other in is the fuck yes method. And this is something I always do. And actually, you could use this for your kitchen journey. Oh. I used to have terrible decision-making skills to the point where I would deliberate over things, or I would spend money on things that I didn't actually want. I just wasn't very certain in my decisions. So I started doing this thing for basically everything, like grocery shopping, clothing shopping, decisions at work, creative decisions, etc., etc. If it's not a fuck yes, it's a no. So it has to be a fuck yes. Like if there's even a little bit of doubt about something, I'm not going to do it. Like even like drinking out of this is my favorite coffee mug. Some days I'm like, I will drink out of a different coffee mug, but most days this is always a fuck yes for me.
Yeah.
Okay, the other thing I have in here is blowjobs. Give a blowjob if you want to give a blowjob. I had a friend who she told me that she would meet up with dudes on Tinder and just blow them in their car and be done with it.
But like, what are you getting out of that? Do you like that?
That was my question. She's like, I just love giving a BJ. And I was like, you know what? Go give the blowjobs. As long as it's all consensual and you're being safe, give the blowjob.
Do you know what list blowjobs are also on? My what? TMJ's out list.
Fine. Blowjobs aren't for everyone. And I don't know how I went from blowjobs. I'm looking at my list right now.
I don't know how
to this one, which is mental, physical, and emotional strength. I will admit that yesterday I ate a mushroom gummy, so I was like, I had a little microdose yesterday.
Did we both do edibles yesterday?
I think we did.
Queens.
Yeah, look at us go. Good Saturday. So mental, physical, and emotional strength. Go to the gym. Do things to make you feel strong. Be a strong person for yourself, for your kids, for your partner. In that, strength comes from admitting fault, comes from admitting when you don't feel good. Just don't fake shit anymore. Don't go to work when you're sick. Don't go to work when you're sick. Don't do anything when you're sick. Be strong enough to say, you know what? I need to heal my body. I need to just lay down and be a soft girl.
Out is the times of us not fixing that shit. There are so many resources for us. Take advantage of that. Yeah, I love that.
Use the internet. I don't know what number this is, but my next one is walking away from relationships that don't serve you. And we talk about this a lot.
We do.
And I have a close friend who just refuses to walk away from a relationship that is not serving her. Boy, do I wish she would. She knows it doesn't serve her too. That's the part that I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
And she's like cool and smart and funny. And I'm just like, just get out of that shitty relationship.
It's bad enough to waste time in the wrong relationship. Because I hear a lot where people will be like, but we've been together 2 years. Like, I got to see it through. You know what's worse than being with someone that you don't need to be with for 2 years? Being with them 2 years in a day.
Yeah.
Cut that.
Honestly.
Cut that shit.
Okay, so the last one I have
yeah. What's this?
Is called animal abuse.
Why? You know this is the in list, right?
This is the in list. I think that subtle animal abuse or correction, physical corrections, is okay.
And are you about to get us canceled?
Let me give some context. My dog is basically an apex predator. He needs to be manhandled. That's it. I don't think you should abuse like sweet little innocent animals. Like, no. None of that.
Yeah.
Just hit your dog every once in a while. If they're dishing it, they got to be able to take it.
Yeah.
Put them in their place.
I'm gonna add to this because I don't think you have to do this with cats, right? Like I never feel like I have to discipline my cat because cats are amazing. Hey,
he knew.
Yeah, he came up and rubbed on my computer. Don't. So, but going off on this too, I think what should be in is accepting when people aren't dog people.
Yeah.
So I think not being a cat person has been made acceptable for some reason. And I think that is actually misogyny. That'll be for another day. But dogs, like I'm not a dog person. You know this about me. If I walk into your house and you've got a dog, I'm immediately disappointed. I'm like, God, because they don't leave you alone. Or if I walk in and I see your cat peer around the corner, I probably won't see your cat the rest of the time I'm there. I'm like, no, you have one. That's great. I love it. Cat's not going to bother me. It's not going to be in my lap. If you have a dog and I walk in and I'm in a nice outfit and starts jumping on me, and I think that should be okay because I've had people before where they're like, you're not a dog person. I don't trust people who aren't dog people. And I'm like,
that's dumb.
Yeah, but I don't trust your dog to not rip my dress with its nasty little claws.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like well-trained dogs are the best.
Yeah. You know what's better than a well-trained dog? A cat.
A cat. I love cats. I love dogs. People can. What's weird to me are people who don't like either.
Yeah. What? Are you a psychopath?
Yeah. How do you not like animals?
Yeah. That's
like,
weird.
Even to like I like a person who, let's say they don't have any pets, but they're obsessed with like cat videos and dog videos. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. You can still like animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree. I think that we shouldn't stigmatize people for not being dog people.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. I like a cat person.
Yeah, I love a cat person.
Yeah, cat people are
yeah.
Are weird, honestly. Their cat people are kind of like cats.
Yeah.
Dog people.
I feel like Zach and I'm the black cat and he's the golden retriever.
1000%. Remember, I mean, when we were in Joshua Tree, Zach and Rose were buds.
I know.
They would Zach was very concerned. Like, does Rose need to go out? Is it too hot outside for Rose? Rose and Zach were thick as thieves.
Oh, yeah. Zach is Snow White. Zach is just he'll walk into a room and immediately all of the animals and kids, like Zach is just, he's got that
Oh,
aura about him where
yeah.
like animals and kids are like, you good.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, that's my last in.
Okay, let's move on to the outs.
Okay, yes.
I love this. Okay, here we
Ooh.
go. Yes, babe.